mondkapje mag af in de scanner. I look so tired. That's because I am. I'm not looking at my best right now, but that's alright. It's about 8:30, I think. I don't have my watch on, so I can't check. And I don't have my watch on because I have a PET scan today. This is a checkup that I asked for myself. I saw that I had an appointment on the 21st of April, and that appointment was to talk with my doctor, but I was like, why would I go to an appointment on the 21st of April just to tell him that I want a PET scan? So I wasn't gonna do that, so I called the hospital last week and I told them that that appointment with my doctor was just to tell him that I want a PET scan and that I just wanted to tell this on the phone now. So I was asking them, can we just schedule in the PET scan instead of me having to wait until the 21st of April? And she's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll send your doctor an email, a message telling him that you want the PET scan, and then we'll go from there. So I'll cancel your appointment from the 21st. And then literally a day after that, I got the phone call, this was last Friday, if I wanted to have my PET scan the upcoming Monday, so today, either in the morning or in the afternoon. I even had a choice. And I was like, well, let's do the morning then, because before PET scan, you're not allowed to eat. So if I have it in the afternoon, I'm just going to get hangry, and, you know, at least now it doesn't really bother me that I haven't had breakfast. I'm just super tired, like super tired. Because the past weekend, I literally had like a couple of hours of sleep because I went out and I watched Formula 1, which was happening in Australia, and the time difference is crazy. So I am dead tired. But I can sleep at the hospital, so because I have to be in a chair for an hour before the PET scan in a bed, so I can sleep there. I also need to get my blood drawn today, so we're also going to do that. So I thought to bring you guys along with me to another PET scan, because it's PET scan day and we used to do that all the time. I am just really tired and really moody, so I'm sorry about that. Let's hope everything goes smoothly today. They did call me on Friday to ask me about my weight, and I couldn't tell them if 71 was still like my weight. So they were like, but we have to know because we have to order the radioactive substances. And I was like, I know, but right now I'm like walking with my dogs and I won't be able to get on a scale at home because I don't have a scale. So I would have to go to my gym and then go on a scale there. But that will take me at least 45 minutes before I get that done. She's like, well, that's fine. Just let me know within the hour. And then I realized I was walking my dogs around the corner from my ex's apartment and his roommates. So I checked in with his roommate, who I know has a scale. He was in school, so he couldn't physically be there for me to get the scale, but he's like, my door is open, just go check if one of the other guys is awake. So I called my ex and I was like, I need you to put me on the scale. Because I have an appointment at the hospital on Monday. So I went there with the dogs. I went on the scale and I saw that I was 70 kilograms. That just came flying at me. I guess my chairs weren't put back properly, so when I just made a turn, I had to slam the brakes. All the empty bottles of glass came flying at me. There's even some stuff here. Anyway, I just realized that I forgot this form that tells the people what they have to draw blood for. I even went looking for it last night and I put it on my table and I forgot it. But that thing was 4 months old. I was surprised I even had it. So now I have to go and make a pit stop somewhere to ask for a new form because I do need it. Otherwise, the people who need to draw my blood don't know what they need to draw blood for. I mean, I know what they need to draw blood for, but they're not just gonna, you know, they're not just gonna believe what I say. And I'm also not entirely sure if I know entirely correctly what it is that they need to draw blood for. So, I don't know why I forgot it. This is so annoying because I'm also so moody. And there's a lot of construction going on the streets. Made it. This was for my IV, and they drew my blood here, and I gotta pee. So they had technical difficulties, but I'm good to go, which is really nice because I really didn't feel like coming back another day. We have about 40 more minutes on the chair. Let's do this. It's my turn.
Gaat je nog af in de schermen. Als je naar buiten wil, de hand voor de knop uit gaan halen. Ja, ik kom niet meer wachten. Ja, komt goed. Dankjewel.
Let's go home. We finished, and that actually went pretty okay. Scan was super fast, like 10 minutes. Oh, I still don't look good, but I got myself some food because I'm finally allowed to eat again. And the funny thing is, there were technical difficulties with the PET scan, so when I got there, she's like, let me put you in the waiting room before we send you off to, you know, get an IV and everything, because we have technical difficulties. So I had to wait a little, but it went well. I went to get my IV. It was a little tough to get the IV in, but that eventually worked out. Then I realized that I probably wasn't allowed to get my blood drawn after a PET scan because you get radioactive substances injected. So I went back to the desk and I said, I also need to get my blood drawn. Can I possibly do that right now? She's like, there's time for that. You just have to be back in like 15 minutes. And I was like, cool, I can do that. And then I fell asleep in the chair for the PET scan. And then I fell asleep in the PET scan. And it was over before I knew it. So now it's time for me to eat and get back home. The parking in the hospital is always so expensive. Like, why? Why would you want to do that to us? It makes no sense. But yeah, everything went well and I am excited yet not excited for the results. I got all these painting supplies about like 2 weeks ago because I kind of want to find myself like a new hobby. Today felt like a good day to go and paint something random. I don't even know what I'm gonna paint. I just need the little distraction from everything that's going on in my brain. So I don't ever paint. A friend of mine does. And I was at her house when she did like this online class. And I got so excited that I was like, I'm gonna do this. I found all these cheap supplies because I wasn't gonna like invest in more expensive ones, of course. because I rarely do this. And this was, I saw it and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy this. Altogether it cost me like 20 bucks, which I think is pretty okay for someone who just wants to do this for a hobby. I'm just gonna paint away my feelings. I haven't really been myself lately. I've been really busy and a lot of things have been going on and I was just so stressed. And then a friend of mine actually took me to a spa for 2 days, which was great. Like this big wellness resort, and we got to go into saunas and baths and bubble baths, and he got this really big room for us, which was insane. And our phone service, it wasn't working there, so I could barely be on my phone, which was actually really nice, and I really needed that. It was right after my PET scan, like the day after my PET scan, so I was gone for 2 days, and I really needed that, especially since I didn't see the results of the PET scan coming. So basically I got a phone call from my doctor a few days ago, and he told me that they found new activity in my neck and at my lung. He wasn't very happy about it, and neither am I. I never saw this coming, which makes me really upset, because I have all these great things planned, and now I'm just afraid that I won't be able to do this because of what they saw on the PET scan. And you know, there's no need to panic just yet, because it could be anything, but because there's so much activity, they do really, you know, they are concerned and they do really want to do a biopsy again, which I think is going to be a surgery kind of biopsy, because next week I actually have to go to the hospital for an intake to talk about the surgery, and I'm really scared because I don't want a whole surgery for this. I just don't. My birthday's coming up, my 25th birthday. What if I get the most terrible news right before my birthday? Like, hi, it's great that you made it to 25, but surprise, we got this present for you. But trying not to freak out is really hard. So I figured, you know, I could do some painting. I have the dog right there who's enjoying the sunlight right now. You know, I thought we were done with all of this. I never thought in a million years that this would have been my PET scan results, but it is what it is. And the thing is, I was getting my life back on track, you know, and this is just like such a slap in the face. I haven't really been updating and like posting videos, but that's mainly because I wasn't in a right headspace. I had so much thrown at me, like you won't even understand, and I'm not even gonna talk about any of that because it's also very private, and but it sucked. It sucked. And then the cherry on top was the news about my PET scan. Yeah, how have you guys been? I was so glad that I had gone to that spa though, because even though I'm like kind of freaking out about it, I'm like still really relaxed. And I actually went to the spa. Funny story. If you've ever watched this video, I once made a video about my Tinder experiences. This was way before my cancer journey. And I made this video about my Tinder experiences. And the first story that I talk about, so the first Tinder date I've ever had was with, I think I named him Tim in that video, but I'm not sure. But his name is not actually Tim, but we're still gonna remain calling him Tim. But we lost contact after that. I think we saw each other like once after that Tinder date, and then we lost contact. And then somebody close to him got cancer, and as he was searching about cancer, he stumbled upon my face, and he contacted me again to ask me, is this you and how are you doing? And ever since, we stayed in contact, which is really nice, and we've became friends actually. And he could sense that I really needed a spa day, so he just took me there. Isn't that like the cutest thing ever? Like I was so grateful that he would actually do that for me, and it was so thoughtful. And it's so funny that I know him from Tinder, you know? Now I moved to this new apartment, which if you guys want to, I can post an apartment tour about, which I think is really nice because I would love to show you guys my apartment. But only if you guys would love to see that, but I can do that. It's a good distraction. I really hope that we can do the surgery, the biopsy, as soon as possible because I can't wait any longer. I just want to know what it is and how bad it is. I really hope it's not cancer. You know what also sucked? Having to tell everybody the news about the PET scan, because a lot of my friends and family knew that around this time I was gonna get a PET scan, and you know, I had to tell them the results from the PET scan. But I really didn't want to tell them the results of the PET scan. But everybody, you know, was so in shock. And I don't blame them. I try not to be in shock, but yeah. I felt so bad having to bring this news, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to recreate this. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna try to recreate that. I think that'd be really cool. What if I sold this? And then the money would go to charity? Would you guys want to buy this? I haven't seen the scan yet. I just had like a phone call with my doctor that he wasn't very happy with the scan results. So I think I'll be seeing the scan at the appointment for the surgery. But if you would like to see the scan, I can try to get a picture of it. Because I'm kind of curious at what it is that they see, you know? Like how bad is the activity? It is almost my birthday. I'm turning 25. Who would have thought? That kind of looks nice. It's a good start. I put a new battery in my camera. I messed up. I messed up. Let's see if we can fix this. The palm tree wasn't supposed to go there. Okay, I fixed it. I luckily fixed it. My card was full, my storage was full, so we switched that too. Back to painting. How do I make a palm tree? A palm tree looks so easy. It's not that easy. I'm actually quite proud of this. Okay, it's starting to look like something. What do we think? That's kind of cute, right? For reference, this is what I wanted to paint, and this is my end result. I put it behind my plant on the table. Okay, so I painted my feelings away. It's actually kind of really nice. I think it took me about like 45 minutes to do this painting, which is not too long, but it was a nice little session. So I will keep you guys in the loop about everything, of course, as I've always done. If you have any more questions, please comment down below. Go follow my Instagram if you want to keep more up to date. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm so sorry about the news. I hope you all had a lovely Easter, or if you just have lovely days. And yeah, talk soon. Okay, bye.